Right, welcome to a very, very good morning here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Exciting morning again with the best football analysis channel, with the best football show, tactical analysis, post-match, pre-match analysis over here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Of course, I want to say a very big thank you and good morning to everybody who has joined us. If you are new to the channel, thank you very much for choosing us. Let's say a big thank you to all of you. Thank you to BBI who has been choosing us, who has been coming here. BBI enjoy content. I want to say a very big thank you to all of you that were on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Not subscribed, please subscribe, turn on notification. In the notification turn and do choose all, just so anytime that there is content, you are first to have it here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Of course, if you're an investor, the last night it was a big night for you. Congratulations to all of you. The 8 odds, the 6 odds, plats, all went through. It was only the 19 odds. That's one game messed it up, but it was a very, very successful night last week. And as you know, immediately we start like this, it means that we are going to go on a streak. We are going to go on a long streak. So do not miss out. Today, the codes are in the description of the video below. They are the UEFA Champions League qualifying games that are there for them to go on. They start later in the day. I'll pick them up now. Go and pick those codes. Go and put those codes in your Betway app and put them in the area where they're written booking code. And then, of course, stake those ones. Do that right now. Give yourself a chance at winning something if you are an investor. The codes are in the description of the video below. Let me say a very good morning to Yesumo. See, if you are looking for any kind of spare parts, car spare parts, please contact Yesumo. Just go to Aboseokai post office thereabouts. You find Yesumo there. Acts of Yesumo Spare Parts Enterprise is going to be there. Take your card there to work on it. If you are not around Abosoka and you want him delivered to you, he can send it to you anywhere you are in the country. If you're in Accra, you'll do it via a motorcycle. If you are outside of Accra, you do it via vehicle. And if you're outside of Ghana, he does also via vehicle that goes to the West African sub-region. Call Yesumo on 059-313-8221. Diego Jerseys is also my man. Diego Jerseys is also my man. Call him on 054-6279-512. He's the best guy in terms of jersey plug. Please contact Diego Jerseys on 054-6279-512. This is the Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. See, yesterday, the reason why there was Gianluigi Donnarumma noise to Chelsea and all of those things for us to come and debunk later was because Lucas Chevalier is at the end of that contract agreement between himself and Paris Saint-Germain. We'll talk about that. But Chelsea are focusing on something. Just one main focus. We'll delve into that as well. And the update with respect to Joao Hato and then how Chelsea are going to finalize that deal with respect to Joao Hato, the advances that Chelsea have made in the last few hours. Let's go to Barca's player, Drew. In the last few days, the Barca have been playing in the their Asian tour. This young player called Drew seems to have been a new boy on the market where everybody's talking about. Apparently, one of the young players, but Hansi Flick has given a thumbs up to the young player to become one of the players for the season when it comes to Drew. And he used to play futsal. Very, very good player, dribbling player, likes to dribble in tight spaces, very good control. And it looks as if Hansi Flick would want to keep him in his team going into next season, something that seems to be very good. Today is the big day for Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. It's the surgery day for Marc-Andre Ter Stegen after all the long shots, all the back and forth, all the conversation. Today, Marc-Andre Ter Stegen is going to do that all-important lumbar surgery. Now, the lumbar surgery is the lumbar area of the spinal cord is at the back, and that is where Marc-Andre Ter Stegen is going to do that surgery. Barca expects that Marc-Andre Ter Stegen is going to be back onto the field in 4 to 5 months. That means that he is going to be back fully somewhere in December, January. And hopefully in January, what Barcelona will do is that they are going to look for a loan move for Marc-Andre Ter Stegen to go somewhere and go and play some constant football, just so they can also go on and use Juan Garcia in their game. Something that Barca is saying, okay, fine, that's exactly what they want to do. And in front of Sport, in front of Mundo, the papers are talking about Barca's new boy, Barca's new star, new germ that can possibly turn the heads of other people in that Barcelona team. Also, Ronnie Baggy seemed to have pleasantly surprised everybody at Football Club Barcelona. Yeah, according to the papers, when Ronnie Badger joined a team, they didn't expect the physical level was going to be at the level where it was. But now, Hansi Flick and the staff have seen the Charlie. It looks as if Ronnie Badger physical levels no top draw staff. It surprises them. They are shocked that Ronnie Badger physical levels no and was so sad. So I mean now they are very excited. Say they have a better friend Ronnie Badger in their team. And that they want to make sure so Ronnie Badger is going to go on and going to play. It's a market for goalkeepers in the last few hours. First of all, like I was telling you, our better friend Lucas Chevalier. Now at Paris Saint-Germain, Luis Enrique doesn't believe Sabantia, your friend Gianluigi Donnarumma can be the excellent ball playing goalkeeper that he wants. He does not agree. Say Gianluigi Donnarumma is going to be a top goalkeeper. He's going to really play well as much. He doesn't trust that Gianluigi Donnarumma is the guy that he has to give the keys to that Paris Saint-Germain long-term conversation to. And Paris Saint-Germain for the next summer are trying to do two key changes. One in their defense and two, I mean, of course, both of them in their defense, but then one in terms of center back area and the other one in terms of goalkeeping area. Now, if you look at the data of Gianluigi Donnarumma, it's clear that he's not the best and most comfortable with his feet. He's not the most comfortable in terms of, I mean, recycling of play, building up from the back and say, but under managers, which is Luis Enrique. That style of play, building up from the back, playing up from the back, the goalkeeper being integral in terms of build up now. It is, you cannot understate it, you cannot overstate it. It's something that Luis Enrique doesn't play with. Maybe I'll say the goalkeepers now are very comfortable playing up from the back. I'll say the goalkeepers are part of the build up. And they are also supposed to be comfortable. Oh, share Club World Cup, yeah. You are obviously going to see times where now Chelsea airball game, where they press Gianluigi Donnarumma. They make sure somebody press it. Gianluigi Donnarumma, we need dwells no normal turning possession over. No mama I hear ding for Abanti a friend of Gianluigi Donnarumma to be able to play up from the back, to be able to be part of playing up from the back. It was something that Chelsea made it very difficult for them. Now, after all of that, Paris Saint-Germain believes, okay, Charlie, then they need to find the youngest, exciting ball-playing goalkeeper. And I bet friend Lucas Chevalier, a French international, and that 23 goalkeeper, or a very good goalkeeper. In fact, for a lot of the people, he's going to be the next big thing in terms of goalkeeping of France. Now, he has goal with his feet, he's excellent cross-cleaving, very good shot stopping. I don't know Paris Saint-Germain have said that. Then they are going to move on from our brand here friend Gianluigi Donnarumma. They will go on from Gianluigi Donnarumma. Then they will bring in Lucas Chevalier. Now, once Lucas Chevalier becomes their goalkeeper, it means their brand here friend Gianluigi Donnarumma most likely is going to move on from it. See, I've said it several times. In the current situation, goalkeepers before, their role in the game was a little bit narrow. Now, who the goalkeeper on come on, I mean, in 10 years, 5 years ago, 15 years ago, it was more about shot stopping. It was more about cross claiming. It was more about being a dominant goalkeeper with much ball. But in recent times, goalkeeping goes beyond that. Because of the fixation on playing up from the back. I mean, teams can play however they want to play. There are teams that want to go long. But almost every team want to have like team per se, play a big over the field of play beyond an arsenal of a sort to them or a game changer. Before, the game was essentially as if the number 10 only is a game changer. Then we got to the point, okay, the strikers were scoring more goals. Okay, so the strikers also became game changers. We got to a point where, I mean, also the sixes and the eights, and so they are aggressive. We need duels, making blocks. Now, every player, every position on Park essentially is a game changer because when you look at FIFA's documents of the last Euros, the last UEFA Nations League, the last season, up to the Club World Cup, one of the most positions that you're tweaking the power left fullbacks. The importance of the fullback. In fact, somebody has done a research where they say that fullback is probably the best position on the field of play, the most important position on the field of play in the current game. I mean, it's somebody's body of work. You can agree, you can disagree. But that is how come before fullbacks were not the main guys of a sort. Now fullbacks, you're buying fullbacks for 60 million, for 70 million, for 80 million. At first, who could defend the crowd for that amount of money? It shows is air strikers and here Thomas Arbor. But now we are playing players for that matter. So it's as if almost every team wants to make sure that across the field of play they have game changers. Nti say we have goalkeeper, oni ball nechi excellent shot stopper. Plus two, so Samsunya goalkeeper or you good with the feet to beat him up with playing up from the back. Or she has a problem can create one. Now say or training away from home. And that's why Paris Saint-Germain are so big on the conversation on our brand here, your friend Lucas Chevalier, and the fact that they are really, really pushing out. It is because Paris Saint-Germain Ekokoto Lucas Chevalier. That is why the agent of Gianluigi Donnarumma and the Italian media begin to put the noise out. Say Chelsea were after Gianluigi Donnarumma. I mean, it's not true. Chelsea are not after Gianluigi Donnarumma. Why? See, about the gene there, any there are like a lot of argument that people like memories. Any Ebra player about Gianluigi Donnarumma, Bobra, Etching, Robert Sanchez. But when you bring Gianluigi Donnarumma to the Chelsea team, he doesn't raise the ceiling. He's a floor raiser. He doesn't raise the ceiling in the sense, say, Obeshe Chelsea team, the shot stopping that Robert Sanchez does, yes, he will do it better. But he will not add more. What Chelsea need right now is not a goalkeeper with the best shot stopping. Chelsea want an excellent distributor of the ball. The ball that waits for long, correct one, and Liam Delap and Joao Pedro and into the channels. But Gianluigi Donnarumma is not a better goalkeeper in that regard than Robert Sanchez. Again, Yambo shot from the back, and play out from the back, Yambo in Kakayas build up from the back. Gianluigi Donnarumma is not as comfortable as Robert Sanchez. In fact, also Robert Sanchez has a problem. Robert Sanchez is more comfortable on the ball than Gianluigi Donnarumma. So it is, yes, he's a big, bulky, imposing goalkeeper. Italian national team goalkeeper, the Champions League, Euros final, or Euros crowd with Italy. I mean, top goalkeeper. But in the context of what Chelsea need, he's not a guy. But of course, people are advancing the conversations that Chelsea are closing in on Gianluigi Donnarumma and Gianluigi Donnarumma about the Chelsea goalkeeper. Now Chelsea no, that is not the case. Gianluigi is not going to be Chelsea's goalkeeper stands down. Chelsea know that they can have Gianluigi Donnarumma. They understand that Gianluigi Donnarumma is a very good goalkeeper. What I think can happen is that if Gianluigi Donnarumma decides to leave Paris Saint-Germain, I have a feeling that he'll go back to his boyhood club, which is AC Milan. Or go back to Milan because Milan are not settled on a better friend Mike Mignon. If they can get an Italian goalkeeper who has proven beyond measurable doubt, say, oh, you're good, he has been good for them. And of course, under a coach like Massimiliano Allegri, who is not too emphatic on the role of a goalkeeper in that sense, then Gianluigi Donnarumma can go to Tima, your friend of AC Milan. Now, when he goes to AC Milan, that sort of frees up space for our friend Mike Mignon. So for Mike Mignon to come to Chelsea, then Gianluigi Donnarumma to go to AC Milan. That is how I see, say, possibly the Gianluigi Donnarumma going to leaving Paris Saint-Germain can affect team and friend Chelsea. I don't think, say, Gianluigi Donnarumma is going to be a Chelsea player. I mean, this summer or even next summer, unless something really, really drastic for AC or on. But until then, I don't think that Bentia friend Gianluigi Donnarumma about be a Chelsea player. And now, sorry, then the news had gone on. 70 million Luis Diaz from team your friend of Liverpool gone straight to Strap or Germany to do his medicals with football club Bayern Munich. Vincent Kompany has gotten his man. He wanted it, he has gotten it. Bayern Phone have given the player that Vincent Kompany wanted to him. Bayern Phone know that they need to make sure that next season they compete well in the Champions League. After investment in Michael Olise, after investment in Abrante Harry Kane, after investment in Joao Paulinho, who isn't really playing so much, Bayern know that it's time to move on. It looks as if Vincent Kompany will give the keys to Bayern in Fiifi-Manfred to Abrante Alexander Pavlovich for Pavlovich to be the tempo controller, the playmaker extraordinaire. It will feel for him to really control the tempo of the game. It looks as if Abrante Alexander Pavlovich and a Bayern. So they have moved away from really investing in the middle of the park, but then ideally investing up top. And that's why Olise 2 seasons ago, Abrante Luis Diaz has come now to them. And then of course they want to add some more. ɛwɔ wɔn team Max Adolf still ɔmo chase aberanteɛ yɛfrɛ no aberanteɛ yɛfrɛ no Nick Woltemade, somebody from Germany the last time about commenting the chair saying you pronounce it in. Thank you if you are the Nick Woltemade from Stuttgart. But Stuttgart for are holding their own. Stuttgart for is Charlie, they won't sell the young man to Bayern Munich. Bayern for also say once there is a talent that is the best talent, the best new talent of German Bundesliga, they have to come to Paris Saint-Germain. Yep, they have to come to FC Bayern Munich. It's your per se the boy about FC Bayern Munich. And Stuttgart for is a master. Yeah, you say yes, car, and I say come dig and I say yeah, big. We like the boy. We believe that he can stay here for a long term. But also Chinchine try open Abrantia, your friend Nick Woltemade there and pay and don't speak. She has kakese number before Abrantia friend Nick Woltemade. You know, and I buy the phone is soon after Abrantia friend Luis Diaz. Charlie, Luis Diaz is going to earn good money by Munich. He's a good player. He will help team and friend FC by Munich. Is he the one that takes Bayern to the next level? No, I don't think so. I think that Bayern will need a few more things in addition to their team. 70 million in today's market, I think is a fairly okay price. Barca for I remember at the beginning of the season, I kept on saying that Barca don't look like they will buy Luis Diaz again. And it's clear. I mean, it looks as if Barca's finances with time, Barca fans are really getting to see the Charlie as a scammer and Pampa. I said, one Laporta more, they are making building castles in the air. We don't really probably have the finances readily available to do these deals. But we'll see how things pan out from there in terms of Abrantia, your friend Luis Diaz, Wako Johnny Tima, your friend FC Bayern Munich. If they will get Abrantia, your friend Nick Woltemade. Of course, Joao had to, you say, and then Ura Chelsea for offices, Ura, Todd Bowley, Baghdad, Gbali. Now, sporting directors needing command. Charlie, almost 100% focus. 100% focus. I Abrantia friend Joao had to. Now, Enra Fabrizio Romano, I say 80% done. 80% done. Enra, all any interviews, no Chelsea for any Abrantia friend Fabrizio Romano, any Abrantia friend of Joao Hart didn't come. And I asked Amsterdam for coach about pre-match press conference. They didn't come after the Como Cup. I hold on, Babeka say Charlie, on boy Nankasane say more born preseason more. Because there is a move impending for Abrantia Joao Hart. It's right there coming straight to Chelsea. In fact, people believe in the matter of just 2 to 3 days now, Abrantia Joao Hart about being the new Chelsea player from Ajax Amsterdam. Now Chelsea advanced in talks with Tima, your friend, Ajax Amsterdam, and they're going to get a solid 19-year-old. I mean, left centre back, left back. I mean, very, very good player playing that you got over pace. So Boba 2 1 years, so being Concord clear, first speed in Concord clear there. Then you have your man in a branch here, friend Gerald Harto from my Amsterdam. I mean, he's a player that Chelsea for now closing in, very, very close, very close on a branch here, friend Joao Harto for him to become the next player at our Chelsea Football Club. Of course, the seals for a branch here. Your friend Joao Felix also has gone through successfully for Abrantia friend Joao Felix now movie team my friend Nasrena. I hope in a Chelsea for the Abrantia friend Xavi Simons is going to add to the Chelsea team. Very, very important player with what Enzo Maresca would like to do. A ball carrier, intensity, high intensity player. I mean, very, very, very good middle mover. When he gets the ball, and also an excellent ball striking ability. That is what Abrantia, your friend, Abrantia friend Xavi Simons at the Chelsea Football Club, and also Chelsea are very well advanced in that deal. Very, very well advanced in that deal for Abrantia, your friend Xavi Simons. So beating about Chelsea, in terms of what Chelsea can do. That's exactly going to be a good one. What it means is that Liverpool, after doing the deal for Abrantia friend Lois Diaz, it has opened the door for Alexander Isak. Charlie, who can stop Liverpool next season? Defense the bank and the best stop Liverpool next season. Because You are supposed to have a blend of almost everything. Oh. Physical, very, very good movers, um, game readers, um, teams that understand space, teams that are very good in terms of physicality and stuff like that to be able to deal with this Liverpool attack because there is an excellent central creator in Abrante friend of Ryan Wirtz. Then they have Abrante friend of versatile attacker who will also be good in between the lines in Abrante your friend Hugo Ekitike. Oh, hold on. Then of course an excellent striker, killer in the box. Oh, Liverpool in Abrante friend Alexander Ishak. Then the ever dominant, ever progressing Mohamed Salah as a wide creator for them. And I can several times there in terms of creative ability from the wide area there. Mohamed Salah literally doesn't come close. I mean, a lot of players don't come close to him. He is obviously one of the best that you can get on the market over there. Mohamed Salah, the wide creative ability, from the wide area. Now, Brent here, friend of Fran Viet, in the centrally. Now, Brent here, friend Hugo Kitiki will be running in between the lines, and making sure he manipulates space. Then, of course, in that spatial manipulation or spatial manipulation, Brent here, friend Alexander Ishak will run in behind, and with killer instincts will get goals. That can also mean the Mohamed Salah will get into the box. Mohamed Salah will get some goals as well. Charlie, Liverpool attack here, ferocious attack that you should be very, very careful of next season. So on your mobile one year, very careful of now could be bimu. Now could Liverpool for all their Charlie. They will make you drink goals. You will drink goals for Newcastle for Charlie, they've been shown their level. As you see, Chelsea, Abrantia, your friend Benjamin Sesko, RB Live joke. What we are hearing is that Newcastle for the Benjamin Sesko, one shiny year, no Marco Chelsea, no more didn't come about Abrantia, your friend Nicola Jackson, no more baby didn't come about Nicola Jackson, Charlie. We want Nicola Jackson, a better person Nicola Jackson, about Bobo Libya, our team, my friend Chelsea, our team, my friend Newcastle. Chelsea for say no problem. Wherever they want to come and buy Nicola Jackson, a 70 million or no deal. 70 million or no deal. 70 million or no deal for Abrantia, a friend of Nicolas Jackson. And yet, just Newcastle United and Manchester United. So anything to honor with respect to Nicolas Jackson. Yes, one training year. United for the room about being come up about Abrantia and Nicolas Jackson. You ask questions about him, whether or not Nicolas Jackson is going to be part of the team now. It's only going to be a matter of time. Newcastle for Benjamin Sesko. If he doesn't wear Nico, so you're adding Antonio Langamo, who is a physical player, then Nicolas Jackson and the likes who can get in behind. Now you're adding a goalkeeper, former Arsenal goalkeeper, Aaron Ramsdale, as part of one goalkeeping team, or Arsenal, Newcastle, one of them, say, about the backup to a bench friend Nick Pope because the Bravka, the fitness level, and should optimum, and should at the level where it has to go. And I mean, somebody a friend of your friend of Aaron Ramsdale. And the Beckham Komono, now Aaron Ramsdale, ever be the player who come forward and come and help them. Now Aaron Ramsdale, Ebem, no Baba Bomo, now Aaron Ramsdale, Ebaba Bejumano, Wadre, Pa, Eddie Momo, Honor Senegal, Ramsdale, Baba Jumano, Eddie Amatima, your friend Newcastle United. See, there was nothing in that news about Mark Kukurea or Al Nassr. Chelsea, I've told them, say, Charlie, Marco Crea no Montono. There is no way they're going to celebrate a friend Marco Crea. He is part of the untouchables. Yesterday I explained the 6 untouchables that were Chelsea. Abrantia, your friend Mark Kukurea or Kahumbi. He's not going to be sold by Chelsea. There's no way Chelsea are going to sell Abrantia, a friend of Mark Kukurea. What is our news now? Forget about our news now about Abrantia friend of Marco Crea. Bournemouth was centre back, your friend Elia Zabani. Last season, not only Abrantia, your friend Dean Hudson, and on above 4 and 5. I mean, very, very good. Dean Hudson is a sweeper, then he becomes the aggressor. Very, very good centre back. What we are hearing is that Paris Saint-Germain, after they do the deal for Abrantia friend Lucas Chevalier, they want to come in and bring in Abrantia friend Elia Zabani. Now Zabani has made it clear to Bournemouth, say he wants to go to Paris Saint-Germain. Sending with Tima Kono, Boy Jumanibi, Eddie Amatima, your friend Paris Saint-Germain, because of course Paris Saint-Germain look like they are winning. They're a very important team under Luis Enrique. A lot of young players who want to play under Luis Enrique. Or our friend Elia Zabani is probably going to be the next Paris Saint-Germain player. We'll see how Paris Saint-Germain with Elia Zabani which striker should team my friend Manchester United buy? And United for no sorted for next summer. What do you think? Should Manchester United for no buy or not buy a new striker? Now, so we invest this kind of fees for no one. Say Manchester United double periods on a say Kobe Minu and your bench for the Manuel Ogat. Now, Omojina Bruno Fernandes as number 10. Now, any more for top two no Ababaye Kunya and Brian Mbomo. Brian Mbuemo. What do you go? Go as in so story one shinia na Man City for no Ababedin Como or Liverpool until the season, the transfer window ends. Keep an eye on our brand here. Your friend what 3 goals. Keep an eye on such story because and it's very, very likely someone shinia either of these two teams about they won't come on. One of them can come in and then they will start saying, so, okay, your branch friend Rodrigo goes. Your Rodrigo goes an important player. Mon funny my your funny near Juma, and we team in and want to have him. We'll see how that